So hi, Jenny. Thank you again for coming. I know last session we left off going over our needs assessment. I know that we left off on power, and I think that's one of the your needs that you really want to focus on. Is this correct?
Yeah. I'm just feeling kind of helpless and at my job, and like my supervisors aren't listening to me, and um, I don't really know how to approach them about that.
Yeah, what I'm hearing is that at times it could be frustrating when others are not understanding what we want or our feelings. So um, you mentioned that your supervisors are not giving you the attention or acknowledging your effort, right?
Yeah, both. I'd say both. I just feel like I do so much at my job and I work so hard, but no one sees me working hard. I don't get like um, any affirmation that I'm doing a good job. So you need someone to cheer you on sometimes and to let you know, hey, like you're doing a great job, but get that feedback, and I just feel like I'm not getting that. So I feel underappreciated, undervalued, and I don't know what to do. Like I feel so like powerless. I don't know what to say to my supervisor or even kind of put my foot down and um, like demand that they give me feedback. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
Mhm.
So unfortunately, we can't control the behavior of others or control their actions. But what we are here for is to see what behaviors that you can control in order to get you to that to your accomplishment or to where you want to be at your work.
Right.
So going back on that, um, what do you think is keeping you from accomplishing or growing within your company or your employer, I should say? I'm sorry.
Um, can you repeat the question?
Sure. So going back on we can't control the actions of other people, like your supervisors. We can't control them or force them to acknowledge your accomplishments. So the only behavior we can control is yours. So how do you think, by controlling your behavior, what can Jenny do to make herself be known to her supervisors or her company in general?
Got it. I think a skill I need to work on is probably assertiveness, just to kind of be able to voice my opinion and stand up for myself at work. However, I'm not sure how to do that.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I see. Are you not comfortable speaking out to your supervisors, or maybe your supervisors are not approachable?
Yeah, I don't think they're approachable because I've never had this problem before. It's just maybe this new management style that I've never worked with before. Like I was at a job for a really long time, and then wasn't like a career sort of job. Then once I graduated and got into more of a career type job, it's just new to me, and so I'm not sure how to how do I say, just how to approach this certain type of management style. Like it's kind of like do what you want, but then also, like you said, I need to figure out how to control my own behavior.
Okay.
So
So,
if that makes sense.
oh yes, it does.
Okay.
So, going back on what you said, so what are the things that you believe that they're overlooking that you've shown through your work?
Um, just I feel isolated. Like I just feel like they like that I am doing my job, but then again, they don't ever like I don't get any feedback, good or bad, if that makes sense. So I'm saying like, oh, you're doing a good job. That would make me feel like, okay, then like I am doing what I'm supposed to do. But even some constructive criticism, I'm not even getting that. It's just kind of like you're there. It feels like I'm not cared for, or supported, or valued.
So what I'm hearing here is that you don't feel heard because you don't get any feedback or anything, or you feel that they're not in a way actually being there as a partner or as a team to be supportive, even by giving you constructive feedback.
Exactly. I feel like I'm not getting any of that, and I've never experienced that in the workplace, so I don't really know what to do.
Okay. And how did that make you feel?
Oh, alone, isolated. Like sure, I can go to some coworkers, but they also feel the same way. They feel like our management team is not giving them the same feedback. So sure, I feel supported by them, but I think it's really important to have a good relationship with your supervisors. So you can feel like you're doing a good job, or you feel like you're contributing to the company.
Well, to me, what I'm hearing is, you're really self-evaluating yourself, and then you're also acknowledging your emotions.
Mhm.
You mentioned that you feel lonely, so that's really good because now you can make a choice to see what you have to do in order for them to feel supportive or to show support towards you. So going based off on that, have you ever tried to communicate with one of your supervisors, or there's no communication between?
I've tried. It's more like, oh, like is so and so available? Oh,
Mhm.
email them.
Oh.
Email them. You go to knock on their door, or well, you go to their office and their door's shut. So a closed door means like they're in a meeting. Don't bother them. Kind of sends a message, you know. So I've tried, but I always feel like I'm unsuccessful. Or if their office is open and I do get to talk to one of them, it's always like rushed because there's something else, another meeting they got to go to. So I feel like they don't value my time.
Okay. So that definitely can feel like like you mentioned earlier, lonely and definitely unsupportive, because even although you're tried multiple times to reach out, you feel like you're just being rejected.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly.
So what can Jenny do to make some of these issues go away, or try to address them actually? Because it seems that the only way you're gonna grow in the company is by you making your behavior to change your actions, and then making yourself be assertive in the company.
What can I do? I can ask for help. I mean, when they're available, maybe take advantage of the time I do have with them, even if it's a couple minutes, just make sure what I am saying is I'm confident in what I'm saying and I'm assertive, and kind of have a purpose like in the conversation. Don't beat around the bush. Just be like, this is what I need from you. Can we set up a time to talk more, like set up a meeting more to talk more about this? So even that just kind of shows initiative, and if I'm confident and I'm not like beating around the bush, then that shows them that I know like my worth too.
So you mentioned that you would reach out. So who would you reach out? Is it like an HR department, or are you talking about just your supervisor or your boss? Who are you referring to? I'm sorry.
I'm referring to like I have multiple kind of supervisors in a sense. So I'm referring to one of them. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, great. Okay, so in order to make this a goal, what do you think the steps, or what are the steps necessary do you think you're going to be able to do to change this behavior and actually gain in a way, some power that you want control of?
Yeah, I don't really know what's the first step. I'm not sure.
Okay, so let's think about this.
Okay.
So you said that you're gonna I guess initiate or take advantage of the time that you have with your current supervisors. So when do you think that would happen? Like, do you see that happening in a week, 2 weeks?
As soon as possible, like whenever I see the opportunity. So if I see them the next day, like tomorrow at work, I'm going to take advantage of that time I have, or maybe like a day or two to think about what I'm going to say. So actually, realistically, maybe like a day or two.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is, first of all, you would like to come up with some, like a list of your concerns or the things that you would like to get addressed.
Yes.
And then what I'm hearing is that the second step would be actually having the conversation with them, and then trying to see what feedback you get from them as well.
Right.
Okay. So our goal, I guess I can say, you want to do it for next week? Maybe give me a report. So the first the objective would be, of course, to challenge yourself to get the attention of your supervisor.
Mhm.
And then from there, I'm sorry, make a list
Mhm.
of the questions that you're gonna, that you wanna ask supervisors, and then of course approach them,
Okay.
and then you'll come back and then let me know how it went.
Okay.
And
I
then we
do
can
that.
process the information, the feedback, and then of course your feelings and what behaviors you had toward that response. Does that
Okay.
sound like a goal?
Yeah, I think I can do that.
Okay, what